Hey guys, Charlene here doing another recording on MapleStory 2. This is going to be a very brief introduction into the life skills in the game, which are basically like crafting. So when it comes to the basics for two of the life skills, which come up right here, see, two of these you can do straight from your house, which is really cool. The others you actually have to go out and find the nodes, but let's start with farming since I'm standing right here. If you see up here in the Life Skills tab, you go under Gathering and Farming. Right now these are the only things I've unlocked at my current rank, but I'll probably unlock this orange tree as I go through and farm all of this stuff. Basically how it works is you go in between whatever it is you're trying to farm. See, I like to set up 4 because if you set up 4 in a little block like this, then you can get all 4 of them at once. And the thing in this game with gathering is you can only gather a certain amount each day. So after the next day's reset, you can gather more of the same resources. But that being said, you don't want to say go and only harvest out of 2 if you can really get 4, because that's just giving you less resources to work with. So I have a special add-on from the store that I got, which I probably shouldn't have gotten. It seems pretty useless, but basically it means that I just continue harvesting until I'm not able to get any more. But if you see up here, it says success rate high. The success rate is going to go down the more that I get. See, now it's gone down to average. And if you don't have the special add-on that you get from the store, you just basically hit F over and over again until it gets to here where it says success rate impossible. It means you can get no more of what you're trying to harvest. And so you basically just go through and you do this with all of the stuff that you have in your household or out in the world. It just works exactly the same, except out in the world you can't always get the perfect little set of 4. Oftentimes you have to go with 2 at a time or 3 at a time, depending on what it is and where it is. But see, it all works the same between the farming and the ranching and all of that stuff. So as you see, I have all of my farming stuff set up over here on this side of my house. Then I have all of my ranching stuff set up over here with chickens and snails and pigs and cows. And all of that really just works the same. You just go in there and you harvest it, and then you're able to use the stuff that you harvest to make these crafts. Now see, I already have a good bit of stuff in here right now, so I don't necessarily have to go and get all of this stuff right at this moment to make a few things. So it's quite simple. Like if you want to make a copper ingot, just craft, decide how many you want to craft. I'm going to make as many as I can, and then it will just do all of the crafting for you right then and there. So that is super simple. A lot of these things you can craft are very useful, like these copper chainmail gloves. They will increase your ranching gain for 100% for 8 seconds, and they seem to have these for most of the different life skills. Now they last different times, because that one lasts 8 seconds, and this one is for smithing. This is 2 minutes. See, they have different timers on them, so you just kind of want to look at what you're making and make sure it's something that you need, or if you just want to make a few of these beforehand so that you have them ready, they will help you level your life skills later. Just every time that you're trying to level your life skills, if you use one of the appropriate consumables, then they will help you quite a bit. See, here is my list of consumables. These right here, these increase farming gain, 8 seconds, 40 seconds. This is handicrafts. They basically have one for everything in here. So those are super helpful if you're trying to level up your crafting. And this has all the tabs. There's cooking, there's a bunch of stuff you can make in cooking. Some of the stuff will give you buffs that you can use in the game, such as this increasing max health and magic resistance, and some things are just used to create other things. And there's a whole bunch of stuff down here that I have not unlocked yet myself. So we will see once we get down to that area what all you can really do with the crafting, but it seems like you can do a pretty good amount. Now, I mentioned that you can only get some of these things to put in your house. Now, That being said, you are still able to gather everything. You simply have to move around if you're trying to get your mining and your foraging done. See, if you look in here under mining, these are the 4 different mining veins that I currently have unlocked. And it shows over here, known locations, Evansville. So that's one location. It's one location for each of these so far. So this is very simple. All you have to do is click on the Evansville there. It will bring up a flag here, and if you have the premium account, then you can go straight there. And you just have to find the ore at that point and then go and mine it. It's very simple. It's the same thing for foraging, and you'll notice that some of the places that have mining veins also have plants for foraging as well. So you don't have to go to all that many places to get all of your stuff done every day. But see, this is one of those instances where I was talking about where sometimes you can't get 4 of something in one place. See, if you're standing here, you can only get 2 of these, and I believe if you find these veins, wherever else they are in here, I believe they're down here. Nope, this is the end of the map, unless this is all that is here. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm pretty sure for copper you can only get 2 at a time, which is a bit disconcerting, but still useful because at least you can get that. Now the foraging, it just works exactly the same way. Like I said, oh, here's the ones I was looking for before. You see, there are some flowers you can forage in this area as well. They have these flowers and they're put up very strangely. This is marjoram, and basically if you stand right here, see, you can get ×3. But you want to make sure you're standing in the right place, because if you stand right here, you're only getting ×2. So that's not nearly as much that you're going to yield out of it. Over here, these are all like ×2 spots. So really, this is the best place you can stand if you're trying to get marjoram, on this map at least. See, there's some more of these flowers over here. Here are some more of the copper veins, but again, you can only get 2 of these at once. Anywho, if you just go through your life skills tab, and you go through them one by one, go where they are, go ahead and get all of your materials for the day. It doesn't take very long to go from place to place. And all of these materials are somewhat close to each other as far as the map is concerned, so even if you don't have a premium account, it shouldn't take too long for you to get all of your gathering done. And then crafting, all of this stuff is super useful. It's also helpful while you're leveling up. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get a whole bunch of XP while you're leveling up doing this, but you'll get enough to make it worthwhile. At least I think so. So that is my brief introduction into crafting and life skills on MapleStory 2. If you liked the video, please give me a like, and well, I will talk to you guys later.